Hello, MCU fans. Today is the final video in my series of closing out Phase 4. And of course, the last thing you do after closing out a phase is you look forward to see what's coming. So we're going to look at Phase 5 and everything we know about it with maybe a few surprises. And then I was asked to rank all of Phase 5 based on my level of excitement. And it's really hard to do that, but I did it. We'll see how it goes. Then we're going to look at Phase 6 and everything we know, as well as an anonymous Reddit post that supposedly lists the entire Phase 6 slate. Now, it's about as reliable as any anonymous post can be, but it is entertaining. So we'll take a look at that, and I'll also show you my ranking for Phase 6. And then we'll even spend a little time looking beyond Phase 6, what might be lying ahead of that. So let's dive right in and see what we can find out. All right, so first we have the Phase 5 movies, and these 6 movies are pretty much now solid in stone. Blade, of course, moved a little later in the phase, but I think this isn't probably going to change. Then we have the Phase 5 shows, and for the most part, we knew these dates. The only things that isn't really locked down yet are the animated series. But from what I've found on the internet and rumors and best guesses is that we're going to get What If early in 23, and we're going to get X-Men 97 in late fall of 23. So you combine them together, and the full Phase 5 slate looks pretty solid, right? But I've got a hole in there. I got a hole right around the time of Halloween. So what I have heard rumored, and this would be way cool if it's true, is we're going to get another horror-related Halloween special. This one focusing on Man-Thing. Rocks. That rocks. Give me more Ted in my life. I am all for that. So we'll see if that's true. It's a rumor. Don't guarantee anything. But assuming it's true, that's 15 solid entries in Phase 5. Now, you might remember last phase, Phase 4, was 18 entries. But then it was also a little longer than Phase 5. Phase 5 is about a year and a half. So, looks like a fantastic phase. We're going to get lots of questions answered from Phase 4, like in Thunderbolts and in Captain America New World Order. And then everything is going to continue to move towards the big finale of Phase 6, which, of course, is Secret Wars. So, looks awesome. All right. Whew, now it's time for ranking. I apologize in advance because I know I'm going to put something that you love down too low. That's just what happens with these type of things. So I apologize in advance, but here we go. All right. I'm excited about everything, but I would say I'm probably least excited about What If. They need to really show me, maybe in the previews, that they're going to bring it and move the story forward. I enjoyed it again, but just it would be my least excited. Ironheart. Nothing against Ironheart. Loved her in Wakanda Forever. I just don't know anything about the character. I never read the comic, so a lower level of excitement. Oh boy, I'm going to get killed on this one. I know for some people, Blade's probably in your top 3. I just really am not that into vampires in general. I did see all 3 Blade movies and just thought they were, okay. So right now my level of excitement isn't super high on Blade, but I want to watch it. I want to see it, and I can't wait for Midnight Suns, so bring on Blade. All right, Echo. Probably more excited to see Kingpin and Daredevil, but I really did like the Echo character, and it'll be just interesting to see where they move her story forward. The Marvels. I'm really excited about the fact that the Marvels, besides having 3 fantastic characters, Miss Marvel, Photon, and Captain Marvel, I also think we're going to learn a lot about the Bangles and about maybe the 10 Rings on top of that. And I think that they have something to do with Kang, because if you look at some of those previews for Quantumania, it sure looked like his time device he was sitting on was very similar looking to the 10 Rings and the Bangles. So lots of cool things coming in the Marvels. All right, X-Men 97. I just loved that cartoon when it first came out. So really excited to see more episodes of that. Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts was a lot higher on my list until I saw the team. I like the team, don't get me wrong, and they're going to have an awesome mission, whatever it may be. But I really think Marvel needs to add a few folks. Give me Abomination, give me Justin Hammer, give me Zemo. So we'll see. That may move up on my level of excitement as time goes on. All right, the Man-Thing special. Love Man-Thing. Agatha Covenant Chaos. Might surprise you to have it this high, but I think we're going to learn about Wiccan and Speed. I think this may finally resolve whether they make it into the 616 universe. I really enjoyed Agatha in WandaVision, and I think Wanda's going to show up. I don't think she's dead. I think she's going to show up and work with Agatha to get her powers under control. So there may be a lot of cool things going on, as well as new characters in this. All right. Quantumania. Trailers look fantastic. We finally get to see Kang. Should be amazing. Captain America New World Order probably wouldn't have gone above Quantumania, except that from what I'm seeing, it's going to answer so many questions lingering from Phase 4. We're going to get She-Hulk and Smart Hulk, probably Scar, probably Red Hulk. Just so much potentially going on in this movie. Cannot wait. All right, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. That trailer looks emotional. Bring an extra box of tissues. Always love the Guardians movies. Loki Season 2. I loved Season 1. Don't know a lot about Season 2. I don't even need to. I just can't wait. It's going to be incredible. Secret Invasion. I have been waiting for this forever. This is going to be fantastic. They've built it up really as far back as some of Fury's early appearances, where now we're wondering if he was a Skrull. So this thing may be resolving 10 some years worth of storylines. And then my number one is Daredevil. I just love Daredevil. I honestly think that the Netflix series was one of the best things Marvel ever put out. So real excited about that. Please don't disappoint me, Marvel, but I don't think they will. Should be awesome. Okay, on to Phase 6. So all we know for sure about Phase 6 are these 4 movies. Of course, Marvel released the main 3, the Fantastic Four and the 2 Avengers, and then suddenly, out of nowhere, comes Deadpool. Oh, Deadpool 3, looking so good. All right, so that's all we know. However, like I mentioned, there was an anonymous Reddit post that supposedly leaked the entire Phase 6 release. And don't worry about spoilers. I don't normally like leaks, quote-unquote leaks, but this is just the slate. It's not any information about anything coming out in the actual movies or TV shows. So no spoilers about them, just the slate. All right, so I'm going to move things around a bit so that we have room because, believe it or not, this anonymous post says there are 26 things in Phase 6. Ain't no way there's 26. But anyway, let's roll with it. So that's why you don't even see Secret Wars anymore. It's off the page. Okay, here we go. So Wonder Man. Now that's not a big surprise. We have heard repeatedly Wonder Man's coming out. They're saying it's in fall of 2024. Really looking forward to that. Then Vision Quest. Now, they don't really give us the exact order of things, and honestly, it's a little suspicious to see 2 things so close to each other like that, both in the fall, although they may tie together. It would be interesting to see if they tie together because Vision and Wonder Man are so tied together in the comics. So we'll see. Then Spider-Man Freshman Year, we knew that's coming. They've talked about it forever, although that's another thing in the fall. It seems like a lot already. Then Marvel Zombies. That's been said to be coming out for a while. We're supposedly going to get that around Halloween time. However, for our Halloween special this year, and oh man, if this is true, I am pumped. Ghost Rider, baby. Yes, finally. Bring him into the MCU or bring him from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I don't know which is going to happen, but I think we're going to learn a lot about the canon nature of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. with this series. How they decide to tie it in or not with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. But either way, I don't care. Just give me Ghost Rider. All right, so then we have Deadpool on November 8th. Followed by Midnight Angels. So supposedly we've heard for a while that Ryan Coogler is working on a Wakanda series. Well, the first one he's doing is supposedly a Midnight Angels. So great, that works. Then Spider-Man 4. Now this is a little strange to me. I'm not sure if I buy this because that puts it pretty close to Deadpool and close to Fantastic Four. Now maybe that can all work. Maybe they can all play well in the theater, but it seems to me like we're going to get Spider-Man actually earlier than this, but nonetheless, that's what the leak said, so who knows, right? Then Nova, a special presentation on Nova. We've heard rumors about that as well. So far, none of this has been a surprise. We kind of, other than Ghost Rider, we kind of expected all these things, but it's going to get crazy, believe me. Okay, then Midnight Suns. Supposedly we are getting a Midnight Suns series, which, if you think about it, now everybody's been introduced. We've met Blade, we've met Ghost Rider, we've met Moon Knight, and we've met Werewolf by Night, all potential members of the Midnight Suns, and Man-Thing, too. So, makes sense to bring in Midnight Suns. All right, Moon Knight Season 2. Oscar Isaac has been hinting at this, so it would only make sense that we would finally get that. Then Kang Dynasty. All right, then after Kang Dynasty, X-Men 97, well, or 98, but Season 2. So I'm hoping it's good enough that we get a Season 2, but at least right now it sounds like Marvel does intend to do a Season 2, and I know Feige loved this series, so I bet that they're making sure it's good and we will want a Season 2. All right, then supposedly Shang-Chi 2. Now, this is interesting because there is definitely a Marvel Untitled movie scheduled for July 25th. So that fits with this anonymous post that some movie will be there. And I do think they're going to give us a Shang-Chi. First one did fantastic, and I think this is going to tie in to Secret Wars and Kang Dynasty. Of course, it's pretty close to Kang Dynasty, and if Dustin Cretton is doing both of them, that's a lot of work for him. But we'll see. We'll see whether this is really when it's going to come out. All right, we're not done yet. So there's Secret Wars down at the bottom. We got 10 more things to fill in before that. Okay, supposedly we finally get our Young Avengers series on Disney+. Okay, great, bring it on. In fact, that would work good. I think that one they could easily fill, 6 episodes, 9 episodes, whatever. I'm fine with that being a Disney+ series. Okay, Spider-Man sophomore year. I have a feeling this is on the drawing board, to do, but of course they need to see how freshman year is going to do. It looks good to me, and I think it's going to be good enough that they will have another one, but nonetheless, that may be just a dream if the first one doesn't go as well as they planned. All right, then for Halloween, supposedly a Mephisto special presentation. I'm all for it. That seemed to come out of nowhere, but sure, okay, we'll go with Mephisto. Then Armor Wars, supposedly filling the November 7th slot. And again, that is another official release date for a movie, an untitled movie. And we know Armor Wars is going to be a movie, so that works. Then Nomad. Okay, that's been rumored for years now, a couple years now. I don't know anything about it or how it's going to work or even who's in it. In the comics, that was Steve Rogers when he gave up the Captain America name, but that doesn't make much sense in this context. So I don't know if they're just, spitballing there or not, because that doesn't seem likely to me. But nonetheless, suppose they're getting Nomad. Then an Abomination special presentation. If that didn't come out of nowhere, hey, I'm all for seeing more Abomination and Blonsky. He was great in She-Hulk, but really? Okay. Then, this is interesting, a special presentation on Kang. So it called The Conqueror. Okay, now that actually makes some sense to me because, giving us even more of his backstory, his origin, taking some time to give us more so they don't have to do it in the movies. All right, that's exactly what special presentations are supposed to do. Then Eternals 2, filling a spot, which again was an untitled spot on February 13th of 2026. I know the reception of Eternals was shaky for some, but honestly, I think they've got a really good second movie lined up. A lot of good stuff looks like it's happening, and I think it needs to happen before Secret Wars. All right, then Miss Marvel Season 2. I was a little surprised to see that, not to see that she's getting a Season 2, but just so early. There's so much going on, but sure, I'm all for it, and we may learn more about the Bangles again and how they tie to Kang. Then a World War Hulk TV show. So a series, not a special presentation, but a series. Okay, I'm all for it, especially because that would lead then right into Secret Wars. So wow, that may be crazy. Whew. So there you go, the 26 things in Phase 6. And then also I will throw out, there's still 2 dates, which would be after Phase 6, mind you, but 2 dates for untitled movies, and those are July 24th and November 6th. So clearly those would be Phase 7. But I'm just throwing it out because that's the last of the information we have that's official from Marvel. All right, so I promised I would do a ranking as well. I am not going to rank all 26 of these because I'm betting a bunch of these aren't even going to happen. But I will do my top 10. So of everything they've said, my top 10 based on what I think is the most likely to happen and also, the most exciting to me. Okay, here we go. Armor Wars. Looking really forward to Armor Wars. They've been talking about that forever. Should be awesome. Love to see where they go with that. Ghost Rider. Oh my goodness, that's gonna be sweet. Can't wait for Ghost Rider. Midnight Suns. In fact, Midnight Suns ranks only above Ghost Rider because we need that first before we can get Midnight Suns. But should be awesome. And then Young Avengers. Both of those 2 teams I have been clamoring for. Should be awesome. World War Hulk. Probably for some that's even higher, but keep in mind we've got both Avengers movies coming, so that's pretty obvious what my 1 and 2 are, right? Spider-Man 4, he's my favorite hero, love him. Can't wait to see where they go next with the series. Fantastic Four, close between Fantastic Four and Spider-Man, but I'm really excited about seeing the team finally appear. Deadpool, oh my goodness, is that going to be amazing. Can't wait. Wolverine, Mobius, unbelievable. And of course, no big surprise, Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars. So let me know your top 10 and let me know where I got them wrong, because I'm sure, again, I put some in the wrong order or left some off that you would have put in the top 10. All right. And so lastly, I want to talk a little bit about potential Phase 7 titles. So these are things that I think we kind of expect to see, but haven't been on the list yet, even with 26 things. So I don't think we're going to see the mutants or whatever they call it until after Phase 6, until after Secret Wars. Then likewise, Doctor Strange 3, the Silver Surfer presentation that's been rumored, Thor 3, Black Panther 3, and then the 10 Rings series. All of these things have been discussed. We know they're likely coming. I mean, I guess Thor 5 maybe is in jeopardy if Chris Hemsworth doesn't want to do it. But I hope so. We really need that throwdown with the gods. But yeah, even with 26 titles supposedly in Phase 6, these 6 weren't even in there. So, wow. Marvel's got a lot on deck. It's very exciting. Now, of course, we learned that they may be cutting some things or changing things from, a Disney Plus series into a special presentation, etc. So we'll see how many of these things stick around. But as long as they can keep the quality up, I'm all for something every month, every other month at the latest. Keep stuff coming. Just give us good quality. All right, so there you go. That is Phases 5, 6, and maybe even a little bit of 7. So much to look forward to in the coming years. Let me know what you think in the comments. Are you excited for these phases? What are you most excited about? What's your ranking, etc.? You can like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, check out more content, and let's all continue to enjoy the ever-expanding, ever-growing Marvel Cinematic Universe.